every last one of them to be killed. The dogs, the cats, the cows, the mules, and every living, even the babies. So now, if he did that then, you don't know what he's going to do now. Y'all looking at Jesus, said he's loving and he's kind and all that right there. Yet when he come back, he ain't going to be none of that. You're going to see another side. He ain't going to be no little baby laying in the manger, helpless. Oh, no. Oh, no. Everybody's going to reckon to him when he come back. You're going to say, is that the same Jesus? Yeah, that's the same Jesus. The one that you put crowns of thorns on his head. The one you whooped with a cat of nine tails. The one you nailed to a cross. That one, when he come back, going to be different. You're going to see another side of him. Hello?
All right.
Keep doing what you're doing. And it's going to be on and popping. Hello? And you're going to talk about, I ain't supposed to be down here. Where you supposed to be? Huh? Hello? Look at Matthew 18, verse 33. It says, certainly not, thou also have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I have had pity on thee. Now, this man came to his master, and he didn't have the money that he's supposed to have. And he begged and pleaded to him to have compassion. And he forgave him of the debt. Then he found people who owed him, and he had no pity on them. He had them put in jail. Don't you know that people hear stuff? It got back to his master. And he confronted him and said, I forgave you. Why do you have compassion on them? And he said, we're going to put you in jail and turn you over to the people who are going to beat you and torment you until you pay me. Now, how is he going to pay him when he's in jail? So he's going to be there forever. Huh? If love is shown to you, can't your love show love back? If forgiveness is shown to you, can't you give back? All this violence will never solve anything. It only makes matters worse. Fighting don't help the situation. It makes more problems. Huh? Love is the key to change things. And if we don't get it, then we miss Jesus. Because he was all about love. If we cannot love one another down here, you're not going up there. Not at all. Matthew 20 and verse 30. Compassion. People don't even help people. People are not polite. You open the door for somebody, they don't even say thank you. Because people think that they're better than everybody else and people ought to do certain things for them. I want you to know you're not. If I get cut, I bleed red. If you get cut, you bleed red. If somebody shoots you, you die. Somebody shoots me, I die. So you ain't no different. You may be a little different. you go out in the sun, it'll burn you a little bit more than it burned me. But we were designed to live together. And it's amazing what we have not accomplished is because we are divided. The Republican Party says that they're pro-life, they love people. If you all of that, why are you threatening people? Calling people up, creating problems. But it's all supposed to be about love. Because somebody disagrees with you, that's no right to treat them bad. And because somebody don't believe what you believe, that's no right to treat nobody bad. Because people should have a right to choose what they want to choose. So if I don't go along with you, that don't mean I don't like you. I just don't go along with what you're doing. Huh? But that doesn't make me a bad person. But you at people's houses, making noises, threatening people, that's not God-like. That's not God-like. But then when people were protesting orderly, you put the police on them and locked them up. And here these people got guns. And they still free. If that was a people of color attacking the state capitol, it'd be blood everywhere. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Reserve, and everybody be there in a split second. They wouldn't have breached nothing. There were bodies everywhere, and y'all know that. And them people just walked on in there like they owned the place. And then you giving them light sentences. We'd be dead. But that's supposed to be justice, I suppose. Supposed to be right. The whole world saw that. Then you want to police other countries when you got dirt in your own front yard. Huh? So you got to fix what's at home before you go abroad and try to fix stuff. So how can you help my house when your house is messed up? Huh? Look like to me that you need some lessons too. But until we all start trying to work together for the good and betterment of this country, it's going to be just like Rome. It's going to be destroyed inside out. Ain't nobody going to drop no bombs. Ain't nobody got to blow up nothing. Because we are our own worst enemy. They like that. The countries are looking, they like us fighting here and fighting there and fighting against each other, fighting in the streets. Until you contain your own stuff, when you let people do whatever they want to do, they break the law and it's fine. But see, first of all, you got to stop the cops from breaking the law before you can get the robbers. See, you can't sit up and tell someone to do this and you doing the very opposite of what they're doing. 24 says, and he and his Lord was wroth and delivered him unto the torment. Okay, I read that. Matthew 20 and 30 says, and behold, two blind men sitting by the wayside, when they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, thy son of David. See, when you want help, you cry out. They cried out, we need help. Somebody help me. Because they saw the opportunity. See, most people would have passed them by. Would have paid them no attention. Jesus had more compassion than we've ever had. The next verse says, and Jesus stood still and called them and said, what would ye that I should do unto you? What do you want? What's the problem? People cry out and you ignore them. If you not on camera, you ain't changing nothing. It's amazing that cameras are the only thing making y'all do some of the things right. Because y'all don't be ridiculed by the public. Because they know the next term they're going to vote your behind out. Because of what you did do. A lot of decisions have been changed because videos were recording things. Now, you know the law. So why does a video have to make you do the law that you know you're supposed to do from the beginning? That tells me you ain't been doing what you're supposed to do anyway. You've been doing whatever you want to do. Yeah, my sermons are not popular. Because I'm real. I'm telling what's going on. I'm not money hungry. Huh?
Exactly.
We need change. And need it fast. Well, time's running out. Now, if y'all don't think that climate change is not affecting America and the world, then you're naive and you're crazy. Because ain't nothing like it used to be. Now, if you think the temperature is normal, 90 degrees didn't feel like this 10 years ago. You having all these tornadoes, you having these hurricanes, you having these mudslides, you having these overwhelming rainstorms that's drowning whole cities, lightning striking, causing forest fires, and you think everything was cool? Last year was colder than it ever been in the upper Midwest. They had more snow than snow. And you don't think there's a problem? The Gulf Stream done moved. So you can pity-pat if you want to. When it really hits, then you're going to know that you should have done something. When you know stuff already, and you ignore it. You won't tell the American people the truth. But eventually you can't hold it. It's going to happen, and people are going to see it for themselves. Verse 31, and he said, and the multitude rebuked them because they should hold their peace. Shut up! So that's what people being blind. Forget it. Let them stay blind. That's the attitude of the people until you need help. But their cry the more, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, thy son of David. And Jesus stood still and called them and said, what would ye have? What shall I do unto you? And they said unto him, Lord, that our eyes be open. We won't see. They want to change. People don't want to see change. Because they like what they're doing. And they like what they have. And they're greedy. Greed and jealousy are two bad things. 34 says. So Jesus had compassion on them and touched them and touched their eyes. And immediately their eyes received sight and they followed him. All right. See, when things good happen, people will follow you. They'll do right by you. If America would just do right by the people will do right by America. They talk about the drug problems. Well, where the drug coming from? We definitely ain't got no manufacturers. We ain't got no chemicals making it. So where it coming from? And drugs are in every neighborhood. Just because you don't see them don't mean they ain't going. And y'all bust who y'all want to bust. Y'all know what's going on. Once again, money covers up a lot of things. St. Mark 1:40 says, and there came a leper to him, beseeching him, and kneeling down to him, and saying unto him, if thou wilt, thou can make me clean. Now, basically, that leper had no business where he was. Leprosy was a disease that destroyed the entire body, inside, out. People, parts rot off, fall off. That's why they would tie themselves up like a mummy trying to keep their parts together. And they had to holler out that they were a leper before they even got near anybody. But this leper came to Jesus because he wanted some help. The next verse. And as soon as he spoke, immediately the lepers departed from him, and he was clean. See, Jesus did something about the situation. He didn't ignore it. He didn't neglect it. He didn't put it on a later calendar or a later date. He fixed it right then. And until we start fixing things and start making things better, then we're going to sink deeper and deeper in this hole. And people are going to have less and less confidence in this country. And not only this country, the world is looking. The world is looking at the drama in America. They're looking at the discord. They're looking at the fighting. They're just looking at everything that's going on. You see, when you eternally have problems, as great as Rome was, that's why they failed. And see, when you depend on resources from every other place and you're not making stuff in your own country and you're making most stuff out, you got to depend on the stuff to come in, yes, you're going to hurt yourself. When you can pay people a few more bucks and make it right here in America and be independent. as long as we depend on outside forces to get this and get that, we're always going to be under the umbrella and hopeless by somebody else. See, people can hold you captivity because they got what you need. Hello?
Amen.
So we have to make a lot of decisions, and it's up to them that make the laws to do that. Hello? People don't like change, but change helps things to roll forward. No change, no roll forward. That means you're staying in a dormant place and everything else is going to pass you by. You wonder why other countries are passing us, because we want to stay in this hole. We don't want change. We don't know difference. You're rich, you're rich, you're rich, you're rich. What more do you want? When you're rich and you're rich and you're rich and you don't share, then it's no glory in that. Where is the compassion? Where is the love? Where is the consideration? It's not there. It's not there. You know, struggles are something else. And until we learn